It is Wednesday. It's my regular weekly update. Wednesday, February 21st, 2017, 2018. I'm not doing the bendy. 2018. February 21st, 2018. We will get this right. I think I'm being overwhelmed by the beautiful weather we're having in the Northeast, and I think it's even across all of the East, because I think I saw Jesse Marie said, "Hi Jesse," that they were having extraordinarily warm weather in Virginia too. So I'm definitely not complaining. I'm ready for spring, even though this is a horrible, horrible, mean thing that the weather can do, because it's going to get cold tomorrow. I think it's supposed to drop back down to the 40s, and it's 75 today. So I'm being distracted because there's so many people walking outside. I don't even have my windows open. I had my windows open all last night, so that was nice. Anyways, I actually have a lot to talk about and very little stitching to show you. So, and of course I didn't make notes, so I'm sure I will forget something. But anyways, let's jump right into it. So if you don't want to stick around for all the other blabbering, you can go away after I talk to you about my stitching this week. And guess what? I've been a monogamous stitcher. So all I've stitched on so far this week is, since the last update, is Henry. And here he is. And guess what? I don't have anything to put behind him, and there might be some. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see. There we go. So there is Henry, doing pretty good progress on this sleeve. There is still some more confetti I have to do, as you see when I get closer. Lots more confetti to do. I've been trying to fill in like the white and black spots just to get the larger sections done. But it's gone pretty well. I'm hoping to have this page done by Sunday, because I have some friends coming over again for the closing ceremony, so I have to put everything away. And my goal is to put this away so whenever I bring everything back out after the party on Sunday, I can move my stitching spot from that couch over to here, because it's getting nice and this is close to the door, and I want to be able to have the door open and feel the breeze come in and all that kind of good stuff. I moved over there because it's warmer during the winter. Plus, I just need a change. You know how you get to the point where you just need to move things around and have a change. So that is the plan. So in order to do that, I have to move the Lowry large frame adapter. Anyways, because I have to slide it from here, I'm going to slide it over to here. So that way I can start working here, and the adapter will be over here. So then I won't have to move it again while I stitch the rest of these two rows. So that's the plan. So there you go. There's the back, because I showed the back on Instagram. Lots of people either cringed or, excuse me, loved it. But there we go. So that is my stitching for the week. I do have some plans I'll talk about in a little bit. I have lots of purchases. But anyways, as you can see, I'm dressed ready to go to the gym, because after I get this edited, I'm going to the gym today. So no coffee for me today. I'm drinking water. I have to stay hydrated. Because I know many of you have supported me with my migraines. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I saw a third neurologist on Friday. Seems like things are going to go, hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to go well. He is going to, I had a kidney ultrasound today to make sure I don't have kidney stones, because he's going to put me on a preventative medicine to aid in reducing the amount of migraines I get, severe migraines I get. I don't think the medicine completely stops the migraines from occurring, but they should reduce the amount and the severity. So hopefully that will work, fingers crossed. So as soon as he gets the results back saying I don't have any kidney stones, I should get placed on that medicine, hopefully. So on a side note with that, I have decided that I am taking a leave of absence from school, from my college, not from work, from college, just to take the time to get focused and get my mind and body back in order before I continue. It's been a struggle with dealing with the migraines and everything that's been on my plate. So eventually I do plan on going back, just not sure when. And I'm not worried about that right now. I'm going to take the time to uh, get healthy again. So, shall we talk purchases? So, near my house, I think I talked about it I talked about it. When did I talk about it? In one of my knitting videos. So if you don't watch my knitting videos, you don't know about it. But one of the Joann fabrics near my home is going out of business. It's in a bad location. It's an old store, probably not much traffic anyway. So I think that's why they're going out of business. So while I was there, of course, everything right now is 50 to 70% off. So I stopped in just to take a look, and they had a whole bunch of DMC Pearl. Well, all of their DMC is 50% off. So I went ahead and purchased a whole bunch of Pearl balls for whenever I do Tamari balls. So I guess it's just Tamari because I think Tamari means balls in Japanese, decorative balls. I don't know. So here's one color. And I'm just showing you one of each color. I bought more than one ball of each color for most of these. So gray and a purple. My color, oh, there we go. I didn't want to have the lights on today, so I have a lot of, excuse me. I have natural light coming in, so it's washing things out just a little bit. And a cream. So that should be fun. And then I stopped again today because I needed to get some DMC, and their DMC, the regular DMC 6-stranded is on sale as well. So I bought, and I'm hoping these are the right balls. I bought a 6-pack of 2.5-inch diameter styrofoam balls for the Tamari. And then I bought a 2-pack of 4-inch diameter balls. So I'm thinking I'll probably start on the smaller ones just because they won't take as long. I'll see results faster, and then maybe do some more intricate stuff on the larger ones once they get a bearing and get going. So that is the Tamari purchases. And then after by the way, and I don't even think oh no, I did tell Michelle. I had won one of her magazine rip out giveaways. So I got the Give Thanks turkey. Cute little turkey. So I got that in the mail last week. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, I did win this fair and square, if anybody's complaining. Because I had no idea, I had entered a few other ones and I didn't win. So Michelle is fair. And in the envelope, she also sent me a postcard of the new Abbey corn mill in Dumfries and Galloway. So that's cool. Thank you, Michelle. So I have that. And of course, she does love her stickers. Puts a sticker on every envelope, I think. And then, so after I went to get my ultrasound today, and then went to the post office, or Joann's, I went to the post office. Got to get mine. So I went from ultrasound to Joann's to the post office, and I'll get to the DMC I bought from Joann's in a little bit. I had to pick up a package because so strange. Whenever I order anything from Europe, I have to sign for it. I don't know if that's a safeguard that the European postal services put on stuff that's sent to America. Anything that I order or that I get from Australia or Asia, I never have to sign for. So I don't get it. But funny thing is, I ordered two things from so-and-so. And they were sent separately because of the one piece, which I'll show you here in a second, was back ordered. But I got them both today, but only one was sent. I had to sign for it at the post office. The other one was in my mailbox. So I don't get it. So strange. First thing I ever had come from so-and-so that was not in the post office. Hold on a second, because my friend is texting me about the gym, and if I don't respond right away, he's going to freak out. Oh, please. Okay, so things I bought from so-and-so. I bought what do they call this? I threw the thing away already. This is the magnetic board holder for patterns. I thought it actually came with the magnetic board, so I guess I'm going to have to go to Joann's and buy a magnetic board, which is okay, I guess, but So that slides on the frame, and then you slide your magnetic board in here, and then you can hold your patterns up on there. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I was stitching London, I was using colored pencils to color in my pattern, and I had it setting on, I had it with my needle miters onto the project, and some of the colored pencil got rubbed off onto a couple of my stitches. It's not bad. You can't see it from a distance, so it's fine. I can see it whenever I'm stitching because I'm so close up, but we'll deal. And it's on black Ada, so I'm not going to be washing it. So it is what it is. But going forward, I have a bunch of paper patterns or projects that I'm currently doing, so this will be beneficial. Also, thanks to, let me look because I can't remember, I very well might be buying what she put, the Crafty Zombie, and I'm sorry, I don't know your first name. Let me see, Christine, Crafty Zombie. Thank you for having it in your profile on Instagram, so I knew. She posted a picture of this really awesome iPad clamp. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. And the nice thing about this is then, because right now when I'm working on Henry, my thing sits here, my iPad, which is fine. Oh, that's another thing I purchased. I'll have to show you that too in a second. So my iPad sits there. Not the iPad, we'll get there in a minute. But this might be a very nice thing to do so it's up off the weight of the iPad isn't weighing down the frame. So that's pretty cool. I very well might be getting that. We'll see. So because you know I need to buy more things. So the other thing, oh, so this came as a freebie with my so-and-so purchase. Not that I really ever use planners, but they sent me a Tilda 2018 planner. Maybe I'll use it for my cross stitch just notes or my video notes. That might be an idea. I don't know. It's pretty nice. It has nice pictures. Not really my type of thing, but it's not my style. Bendy, it's not my style. This is a cool picture, like wallpaper. So, and the thing that was in my mailbox today was I had to buy, and so is the only place I know to buy this. Maybe 123 Stitch sells it. I don't know. But I like buying from so-and-so usually. So, oh, the reason I bought it from so-and-so was because I had to buy this. So, one of my plans down the road in the not too distant future is to start my Abris art. What do they call this? Fairy Tale Town. Now, the Fairy Tale Town comes with 14 count Aida, which is stiff as a board. And the actual stitching size is 64.1 inches by 10.6 inches. So there it is. I don't want something that big. Nor do I really want to stitch on extremely stiff white 14 count Aida. I don't mind Aida, I don't. But I don't like it when it's stiff as a board. So I was chatting along with Mindy from Minty. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the table. Mindy from Minty Stitcher. I'll link her below. Hi, Mindy. And I was also chatting with Caroline because Caroline is like my go-to first. Mindy and Caroline are the first two people I go to when I talk to them about plans and stuff, because Mindy stitches a lot of the same things I stitch, and Caroline just has so much experience and helpfulness. And I think I enabled Caroline with this because she now wants to stitch it. So what we decided to do was we are going to stitch it on 40 count white even weave. So this is 40 count Verdal, and in order to stitch this, because it's so long, I had to buy a yard, right? I think this is a yard, 39 by 55. So I'm going to cut the fabric in half, and I'm going to stitch it, because since it's on 40 count and I'm only using one strand, so it's going to be 1/2. I should only use half of the threads, is the plan. So I'm going to stitch it on my half of the fabric. Then I'm going to send the pattern, the kit, the rest of the threads, and the other half of the fabric, and she's going to stitch it on the other half. Because we need another large project, Caroline and I. So that's the plan. So I have a yard of 40 count white Verdal, which is like a Lugana, right? Looks like Lugana. You know, it's a soft. It'll be good. And then the final thing I have, I think this is the final thing I have. My next newest start. Oh, I did make another purchase, but I can't show you because it's going to be for a gift. So it's a couple patterns. So You'll see after it's gifted and is done, which hopefully will be soon. Because I'm going to start it. This is going to be, I am actually going to have a start for afternoon high tea. Is that what we're calling it? February's high tea Sunday. So I will show you the threads and the fabric I'm going to use. So this is, that's pretty good. There we go. 32 count dark cobblestone Zweigart even weave Lugana. I think it's Lugana. I purchased from 123 Stitch a while ago. And I'm going to use, these are the threads, the floss I purchased from Joann's today, 37.56. So I already had one skein of it, but I just wanted to make sure I have enough. So I purchased a couple more. So it is a monochrome piece. I can't tell you what the piece is right now, because I don't know if the person watches the show, but that's what it will be. I'm going to stitch, oh, there we go, 1/1 on the 32 count for what I'm stitching. I think that's it. I'm trying to think. So that will be my, well, we'll see. It will either be Sunday or Monday. It might be Monday because Sunday, well, it depends. Let's just say it depends upon when I get Henry done. Got to get this done first. I'm not going to start anything else until I have this page done. So once that page on Henry gets finished, I will put him away. I will do a start on this mystery project that I'm working on. And so whenever Henry gets done, I'll probably start this new piece. So it might be a little bit before Sunday. It depends on how much time I have to stitch this week. We'll just say that. But that I'm going to consider it as my Sunday high tea for the Off the Grid Friday party group. Make sure to go check that out on Facebook and Instagram if you're interested. Also, we are going to be getting our next knitting lesson, I think, for increasing and decreasing on Thursday. So go check that out on Caroline's channel. I'll link it all below. And if you are stitching along with us and you haven't had a chance to look, this is the only knitting I'm going to talk about in this episode. If you are interested and you haven't watched the last episode we did of office hours on Monday, the pattern for the dishcloth that we are going to be stitching is available on Ravelry. This one is free. Louise, Caroline's friend, who's also a member of the Fiber Friends podcast. Hi, Louise. I don't know if you watch my cross stitch videos or not, but she designed the pattern. You can see it here stitched up. It is linked in our office hours video, so go check that out if you're interested. This is a free pattern. All patterns going forward that Louise is designing for us will be a nominal cost. And that's just to help her, because it's not easy designing these things. And it's awesome that we are actually getting patterns that are going to be unique just for our group. Of course, other people can go purchase it if they want off of Ravelry, but I think it's pretty awesome that she's doing this for us. So thank you, Louise. And so I think she's currently working on the hat pattern. Yes, maybe. I hope so. Because that will be up next after the dishcloth. And let me tell you, I am itching to start the dishcloth because I want to get going on. I'm getting tired of my black yarn. I want to be working on something else. So thank you all for the likes, the subscribing, the comments. I try to at least like all of your comments. I don't always respond to everything because I get so many comments, but I do read every single one. Also, I'm just thrilled about the excitement we have around our knitting lessons. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to be able to sit and watch the Olympics and work on my knitting instead because I am able to watch TV and stitch a lot, but it's kind of nice to just sit back after, 10 o'clock at night and just knit for a little bit. But yeah, so thank you all for liking and subscribing. If you have any questions for me or topics that you would like to see discussed on upcoming videos, please let me know. I'd love to get some ideas. I will tell you one of the next videos I am going to make is a review or information session about my Lowry, excuse me, an information session about my Lowry stand. And I will hopefully get that up Monday. Don't hold me to that, but be on the lookout. So if you have asked me questions about my Lowry stand or information regarding the Lowry stand, that will be up on Monday. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. So I gave you my plans. I'm excited to be getting ready to, I told you I was going to start my Amsterdam piece, but I'm kind of really itching to start this just because it's so colorful. And other than Henry, a lot of these colors are not in Henry, whereas Henry's a lot of the reds and the oranges and golds. This is more the greens and blues. So that's kind of like, something nice to stitch on. The other thing I would like to get to soon again is working on my chatelaine again. But since I've been working on Henry so much and it's heavy confetti and 1/1, my chatelaine is pretty much the same thing. So I'm trying not to overwhelm myself with 1/1 and heavy confetti. At least with the mystery stitch, it's 1/1 with just one color. So, okay, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm starting to ramble now. So you all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. I will see you on Friday, or no, not Friday, Saturday morning for my stitch along video and maybe a knitting video again soon. I don't know. We'll see. So have a happy week and enjoy every stitch. Bye.